your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing...
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your job isn't dangerous.
You would have to actually go to work.
You can't leave
Went to school, and still...
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice.
You're high. You're hungover.
Credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time.
I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
Streamers versus 9-to-5 workers. Special thanks to Julie for the idea.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
Okay, all right. So my argument here is that
Lacey has cultivated and sustaining multi-platform artists with nearly 1.5 million Twitch followers, over 1 million on Instagram, around 2.3 million TikTok followers, and approximately 2.17K on X. He joined Faze Clan in May 24, quickly gaining notoriety through Fortnite IRL streams. Gotcha.
streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9-to-5.
Facts.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job, and slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's the thing is you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up, you go, you flip some patties, maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch that never
when you're a
turns
mail
off.
carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
We have to
still
deal with
slaving
thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of people critiquing every little thing we do, every decision we make.
You guys got it made, man. I wish I had it made like y'all.
We don't have to sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox. We have
got
to
it gravy, bro.
What's the next trend?
Because
What's the next idea? Oh my God, I have to stream today.
And I got dogs that want to bite my ass
And
every
you have
day.
lunch breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7.
You guys.
Hold on, my nigga. Oh my God. I'm gonna be honest, bro. What's harder, 9 to 5 workers or streamers? I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna say 9 to 5 workers. In reality, you're not even working 9 to 5. You're really working whatever shift, but 9 to 5 doesn't make sense. I don't know where this shit came from. But anyway, this nigga just said you can you don't even take breaks. The streamers don't even take breaks. Bro, y'all can literally get DoorDash, come to y'all house and get DoorDash to y'all house. Y'all go get it on stream and eat the food on stream. That is y'all break. Of course, y'all can entertain them and stuff like that for a whole hour and things of that nature. But no, my nigga, I'm gonna be honest, 9 to 5 is harder. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. If you sit there and ask all of them which one would they more likely to get paid from, they would say streaming. Of course, because it brings more money. But in reality, 9 to 5 workers work harder than what you call that, shorty? What you call that? 9 to 5 workers work harder than streamers. Is harder than streamers. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Energy 24/7.
I wish I could be at home like you and get back and get paid big money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around. We're walking around doing things, going to parties, doing all this stuff.
I gotta slave just for not even 100,000 a year. I gotta work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a steady rate.
You're not guaranteed?
If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as that.
Yeah, but you have a guaranteed
pay if you work.
No, I
That's
don't.
your decision if you don't want to work.
I gotta work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't get paid either.
We don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we have people in.
Okay, now he just raised baiting. But I get where the dude in the red coming from, bro. If he don't go to work, he don't get paid. If the streamers don't go live, yes, they don't get paid, but they still have money coming in from different platforms and things like that. So basically, they're still getting paid. 9 to 5 workers are not getting paid at all. At all if they don't go to work. Streamers, my nigga, you're getting paid literally every day. Like, not even every day, a month. Like, your whole, is a month. Your whole salary, bro, you can easily make, what, 50K a month, 60, probably even more than that in 1 month. That's some of these people salary in a whole year. Come on, bro. Like, stink, bro. Like 9 to 5 is way harder.
Oh, this is boring. We don't like this video. You have to create content. Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F this 9 to 5 shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I can call fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's your homeboy.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy, you right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing flags.
Unfortunately, these flags
That's all
are
right.
actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
So you raised your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children every day, too.
We deal with tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up asking for a picture. You know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that
That is
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever.
You think this is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's going to last forever. Having a job, being
That's
a
why you
cook,
gotta
you
grind.
have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. This can end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him.
Of course, bro, them folks still got money stowed away or in investment stuff like that. So even if they did lose all their followers, bro, they still will be good for probably years to go on, bro.
What would
Job.
you do?
That's
if you
if they-
lost completely all your YouTubers, you had nothing. No one watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work. Oh my God, did I just cuss at you?
That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But
and
no,
stuff.
he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever. He would have to turn
Yeah, but
around.
you're proving my point.
You would have to turn
proving my
around.
point. You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all tomorrow.
Yeah, but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You could go cook over here, cook over there. You could
be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that security.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook.
You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight yo, Lacey. It's the truth.
All right.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal, I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 local cans. I gotta make sure, I get the 4 local can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
Nice to meet you,
From
Rhonda.
Pineville, Arkansas.
Okay.
35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism. Back in the 60s and the 50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
You get
Rhonda,
spoiled.
can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever
You
done it?
get spoiled. No.
Rhonda,
You get spoiled, and your mama and
Rhonda,
daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving it to you.
Rhonda, I got a question for Rhonda.
Not everybody struggled growing up though. That's the thing.
Have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30
Dead ass.
days straight,
24
hours a day.
day and night. No break.
We all streamed for
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax.
Okay, my nigga, a subathon, bro. Y'all still get, yes, bro. Y'all live 24/7, 30 days straight, but y'all still in y'all comfortable home. Of course, y'all got to entertaining people, but y'all sleep and y'all get to sit there comfortably, eat what y'all want to. Well, of course, we can still eat what we want to eat and shit like that, but we still have to get, but 9 to 5 workers still have to get up every single day and go to work and deal with a bullshit manager. Y'all are y'all own boss. We have to deal with fucked up people. We don't care y'all have to deal with kids, my nigga. Kids and stuff. Y'all have to look at a chat and say, okay, L chat, L chat, L. Nigga, nobody cares about that. We have to deal with people in person.
People
Come
are
on,
on
bro.
camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
You know how
day
hard
were
it
you
is
a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute?
We've got passion.
Don't say don't say he had 3-minute ads. He funny, bro.
We always feel like
ad?
You
When have you
clean
ever
up
ran? You
vomit,
never ran a 3-minute ad?
pass trays, you short-handed. You
Talk
don't
about the
have
fake
a nurse.
relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now
It's fake
think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person. We call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging you.
I got caught with
based
my
on it.
ex.
I
in
got caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with younger people. You care about what people think, social media, what they say about
Right.
you.
That's our job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or a 24-hour stream?
24 hours.
Open surgery. What?
Shorthand.
What? Hold on. Nah. That's Nah. That's not even okay, yeah, okay. Now I see they're just rage baiting now. Because there's no way you just sat here and said what's harder, a 24 open hour surgery or a 24-hour stream. No.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
What are you saving? Somebody is watching you. All right. Or just rage baiting.
So you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
part of the
editors,
Faze team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
Go.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
I would even go as far to say as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a year.
Why is she laughing? Bro, she's making me mad. I actually feel like they're wrong.
Every round stream behind you. Alright.
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier
Yeah.
because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Makes
security.
it easier
Talk about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have a job because their pay is
Yeah,
guaranteed.
when you go to work every day, everyone's
So you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9-to-5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9-to-5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or wherever Lacey is, is easier than a streamer. Yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas. You have to stay relevant.
We're talking about ideas now. Okay,
yeah,
we're talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to start with though? But it doesn't make. But
well,
you're not
started
even.
with
You're not
pay.
even. You keep switching it. So why
No,
don't
I'm
you
not
answer my
switching
question?
anything.
Yeah, you 100% are.
Yeah.
So how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like what
Stuff
is
that you need
difficult.
creativity. You need to get out of your circle, comfort zone.
Yeah.
You need to be able
Right.
to actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube?
much YouTube.
So it's the same thing. So the people that you're
Absolutely, yeah.
entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
Okay.
It's true, but you're talking about entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
entertainment.
But
is
my
a
Yeah,
question
job.
to you
right.
is Why?
Guarantees,
So,
absolutely.
so do you truthfully? You could sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that. I'm just using that because that's the best
Sure.
example.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't-
It's harder than a streamer.
It depends.
Yes, a 9 to 5 worker is harder than a streamer. Like, nigga, what are we getting at right now?
Saying the word hard means to you because
In the
there's
sense of
hard
everyday
physically,
activity,
there's
because some people
hard-
around here said, "Oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m." Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with
You-
millions
when
of people.
you're creating that content and you have your phone,
Okay.
you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
Not true.
coworkers and you're not
That's not
dealing
true at
with-
all. I have an
Okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is
type
later.
of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if
Right.
your boss takes the business and he says, "Oh, we're not doing it anymore"? You lose your job.
If the work is
Okay.
picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift,
Right.
deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers,
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually doing your job for however many number
Okay,
of hours
perfectly.
that you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff that everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that, yeah.
No. Let me hear
Yeah,
me out.
go ahead.
Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most
Sure.
important thing in life. So do you build
Right.
that with your coworkers and stuff like that? And
Sorry, bye. See you later.
Damn. Oh, that shit.
So, I'm
that
Marina,
shit.
and I work-
Put one of them out there in that sun and how long they gonna last. Thank you. But thank you, Tyson. Thank you, my nigga. Man. But like to be honest, bro, I just feel like they just rage baiting at this point. They ain't just rage baiting. This little Faze playing and shit. I feel like they just rage baiting for like to get views and shit. Cause there ain't no way these folks actually think a fucking what you call this shit? A streamer is harder than 9 to 5.
You're right. You're right. She's right. I know. She's right. She's right. I'm not lying. She's right.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of
10 to 6. What the fuck? My nigga, you should just keep a 9 to 5. It's like a fucking thing.
time. I
Right?
come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me at home. But if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand. as
Same
someone
thing,
who's on
exactly.
Social media a lot that you get
How long have you
berated.
been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
It's like when people move to LA, the shit good.
Aspect, it's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that's
Exactly.
content. That can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world.
Thank you! Fucking thank you! They get to do anything they want as streamers. They get, like she said, OnlyFans question, this kind of fucking crazy. They get to do anything they want. They get to travel the world. They get to go places, do anything they want. They don't have to accumulate time to just go on vacation, to just have time off, to have off days. Every day is an off day for them. Yes, yes, you can easily pull out your phone and spark up a stream. What's up, chat? What's up, this? What's up, that? My nigga, every day is an off day for them niggas. Literally. What the fuck? Like, bro, there's no way you thinking a 9 to 5, streaming is harder than 9 to 5. Be honest, bro. Come on. And like you were saying, bro, Tyson, if like a nigga work at FedEx, you put them niggas out there in that FedEx heat offloading them planes, 97 degree, I guarantee you are standing by them niggas gonna go right back into the their $35 million mansion and start back streaming. I kid you not. They ain't gonna last one full day. They ain't gonna last one full day.
Have other opportunities.
They ain't gonna last one full day.
So you were saying like to go back to the beginning.
Oh my God.
Like your time with like relationship, was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home. Like
Did you just give out LOC? Huh? FedEx. Ain't nobody, man. It's so many FedExes.
We have a support system, but
How the fuck give out your location? How the fuck I give out your location? Alright, okay. Alright, nigga. Alright, nigga.
So I'll give you a perfect example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down, right?
Yeah.
I lost everything, fell off completely. About to myself. It's a real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke.
I was saying continue. He put it in.
been there. Every 9 to 5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system. I moved across the country from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my, like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making more than my rent.
Yeah.
So I was
You
losing.
were in the red every month.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because a city hotel is right for some. But
I was in the red every single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone across the country. So it's like when you're alone too and everything's going down, where's my support system?
I don't like why she's laughing, bro.
Okay, so I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's
My nigga, when I was 16, I had to go get a job at Taco Bell. My mama put an application in for me. I'm walking down the street every single day after school, going to get a job, and you sitting here streaming for 4 years straight. Under the roof, living fine, living free. And I'm going to work at 16. If that ain't, come on, cuz, like she said, that shit privilege. That shit privilege, cuz. That shit so privileged.
Wait, how's that privilege?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to
What
take
is that?
9
That's
to
a whole
5s.
different discussion. So a lot of people don't have houses.
A lot of
when they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or accept
But that's a
them.
whole different conversation. What does that have to do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need to
Working for
survive.
$8.25. I'm telling you.
I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Do you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay, well, I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know, because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing's secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings, to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers,
You still got money.
Yeah. Let's say I lost it all tomorrow.
You
still gonna have money to fucking nigga save, and you probably invest your money and shit like that. I can't talk right now because I am a flaffle.
You'll have residuals of your previous viral videos, even if people are hating on you and shitting on you, that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of $1,000s.
Because they were trained for decades. And
Exactly.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
He funny for that. Cuz said Stream University. Nah.
How you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
Alex.
Gabe.
Gabe, how we doing?
I'm doing
How
good.
does Professor?
So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing, it's a weekly thing, it's a monthly thing, it's a yearly thing, it's a life thing. And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're gonna lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers. And you have,
Exactly.
you have a large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs,
They out of a job for a whole month, 2 months, 3 months, and try to get on another job, get on another job, and get on another job. And now they can't pay rent. They can't pay bills. They can't do none of that. They done lost they can get banned. Yeah, they can get banned, but they still got money to pay their rent, pay bills, pay their car, pay all of their things they need to pay, and still got other money stacked up too. Niggas for 9 to 5 don't got that. Come on now. Niggas 9 to 5 going check to check to check, living check to check to check, and shit like that. Yeah. Fuck. I be having shit said, I might be going blanket the roast seconds.
there's a recession, there's not
Like, come on.
jobs, as could be now. You know, they get potentially homeless or worse.
Exactly, homeless.
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens all the time. Your
Exactly.
boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
Okay, but check it
you're
out.
done.
Okay, so listen, but to be able to get that loyal following of people that do follow you,
Yes.
you need to build that over years
Okay,
and years and
okay.
years and hours of
Okay,
trust
all right.
and communication and intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just given to you.
Look,
You
the
don't
things-
just fall into 1 million subscribers, 2
Of
million
course
subscribers,
not.
3 million
Of course
subscribers.
not.
Of course.
It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever, but at the same time, like, you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting comments and this and that, that's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be on the whole time.
Especially deal with
no
having
matter
being
what.
late.
Anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to do that.
Because you late so many times, that's a strike. You might get fired.
I have to do that same
So
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, bro.
We have to,
You already know what you're doing.
we have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular,
And y'all still can produce the same shit like a lot of times.
reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
You know what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I
You were-
don't think
okay.
anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room.
I can.
I don't know if
So
that's
I had
something
to
to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years,
Okay.
right? And then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years,
Okay.
right?
All right.
And then I had to do Faze Clan, build Faze Clan out, fix Faze Clan, and then
Okay.
do streaming.
Okay.
So
And
you're
with how many
constantly-
people helping you?
You're for which stages?
Yeah, all of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
Well, when I was trick
Was
shotting-
it just you? Like
No.
Okay.
It was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if
you
it
did
didn't
in the
exist,
previous
if
voice.
it didn't exist, you couldn't press
So the
play, you
fact-
couldn't press record,
So the fact that
and
you
then
have
just talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on, then
Yeah.
boom, there you go.
Right, but I
Yeah,
also
you
had
have
to
a
spend
campus to
years
teach.
earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
Come on, guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you just want to get paid to play video games. It's okay. We understand.
So basically, he just made, he funny here.
Is coming from a hair and makeup artist, physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the
Oh,
physicality.
brother.
You guys just, this is.
I
this
know
is
how to do a three-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt, talking into a microphone.
know.
It's very different. Very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies. You have to haul it around, get up early in the morning. You stand on your feet all day. You never sit down.
I hear you, I hear you. I built a house.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your
just
job
chill,
isn't
chill.
dangerous.
So
your job
is-
isn't
your
physically
thing is
taxing. You're just talking into a
So
microphone.
listen. So your whole
She
thing.
doesn't get that.
Your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not
No, no,
physical.
no, but-
I'm saying that
I
a
just-
9 to
y'all let
5
me talk for
job
a
where
second.
you physically have to do
So-
some hauling around stuff.
So
and
physically, I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a microphone.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't.
This nigga said a trick shot. Okay, yeah, now he just fucking raised baiting chat. Now he just raised baiting. That's fucked up.
Hold a controller and make a 200K montage. You can't. No one in here. Come on, man. None of you can.
And you have to do that for 12 hours a day.
Yes. Actually,
You're
yes.
thinking of 4 days they had a trick shot. It's taking you 4 days they had a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have
Hours
to
a
do
day.
that.
And then your day is never
Yes, I
done. When you're
would.
done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace
You don't
all
know-
of the
wait,
things that you use?
No. Listen,
You have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of
Vicky.
your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You
done.
don't know about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When
These
you're
niggas-
done.
Imagine these things.
Oh my God, disable
Elgato?
resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling and resample,
Oh my God.
my montage is fucked. Your main underlying argument here is what you do is physically
Daily, day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and
Yeah.
hard than what any of us.
And-
I guess so, bro.
Odin Valhalla Rising.
I guess.
Now available on mobile
Oh no,
and
chat. I guess.
exclusively with Google Play Games.
Dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so
I don't
how many hours a day do you trick shot?
She damn near sees. I hope she ain't out here doing trick shot.
Do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However
Every
long I
day, 12
needed
hours a day
to. However
trick
long I
shotting?
needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day, every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 10-10. I would have to get to last. I would have to pray to God that he would be
Y'all
in the
laughing,
right
he's not
spot,
trolling.
throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zone.
Stick drip.
Stick drip.
Thing is, for the most part, but that is
Okay,
not
all right,
all
cuz.
YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around
Mm-hmm.
IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
I gotta.
Wait.
They're laughing, but that's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
Almost
Because he
decapitated
quoted
him
his
when he
thoughts.
was-
For pop shit. Tickets are higher than.
My name is Thelma. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I am very occupational. My last job, I worked as a librarian with elementary school children.
So
I have been an executive secretary, legal.
Very quiet, peaceful.
Yes, yes, all that, you know, because it's who you are that, you know, we create social media all the time. Because
All right.
that's what we are. We're 9-to-5ers, and we interact and have energy with people, where I don't think that you guys have that.
Hold on, energy with people.
You have false energy because you're across the screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now?
Interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait, isn't she debating for us? That's making it harder for us.
Hold on now.
There's millions of people.
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me. Come
There's
on.
millions of people who watch the video.
Yes.
Who save lives every day.
Yes.
Probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out and
They stay alive 'cause they
staying
wanna-
out till 2, 10 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was
to
having
get-
fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so.
So, but I'm saying it's like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't.
Hold on, bro. Her hairstyle is killing me though. What the fuck is this hairstyle though? Like you got the side part with the little braids with the little baldy on the other side. What the fuck, auntie? Okay, continue. Go ahead. What you say? Continue.
Like this.
Okay.
What the hell, bro?
What kind of shit's going on?
You go to the club, you get to put some shades on, and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But is
hungover.
that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this
No,
life.
that's the thing. We can't. We
And
can't
that's
do
what's
what you
happening
do.
now. That's what's happening.
Yes, y'all can. What are we talking about?
When you have a 9 to 5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people's
mind. No, you are not.
Do you know how many names we meet a day?
I think. Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate
Now you are touching people's hearts when you streaming though.
what you do.
Do you
because
watch
I
any
think,
entertainment?
Oh my
Of
God.
course I watch.
So
entertainment.
Now you
I
are
got
touching people when you
kids, I got
streaming
Do you
though.
ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I laugh.
So then they
We're
interact with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm
Did it
watching
make you, wait, did it make you feel better?
what make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
it all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have you
all
ever been
depends
entertained
on
and been
what's
like, oh,
coming.
I feel good?
Some of it is fake.
right now.
Some of it is
You
fake.
see, you're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well let me answer your because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now. Go
all
ahead.
right, come on. Let's
So
do it.
when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that you
Touch my heart and send me $1,000.
You just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out.
Oh, my God.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
I'm a very social.
I got your 50,000. I got your little 50,000.
I'm very popular in where I do. And
50,000 after the
I
stream.
do social media.
I'm saying what we do has not affected people.
It's gonna really touch your heart right there.
In public and I meet someone and they're like, oh my God, wait. I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had people
Ben
come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years of my life. Have kids come up to me and say these things. So
Okay.
Damn, something wrong with his back.
I'm Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day. Bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the
My
most
mom
difficult
was.
shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your
loves
mom
it.
and say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
it's
so rude,
Because
honestly.
she works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She can work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect. No disrespect, but what you do.
Say let's send it, don't request. Oh, okay. So you want me send it, don't request it. So okay, so you gonna send me 50,000 now. Oh shit, I got a rich trick in my chat. Okay, he gonna trick on me, yes, bitch. So he gonna trick on me, alright. I ain't gonna request it. Just go ahead and send that motherfucker.
Target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said. You don't want to watch me because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get
single
judged every day.
Go on, street.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got touched. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm going to be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah, Will.
Come on, bro.
Is what you do fun?
So you telling me, bro, I'm working at Walmart. You think I'm gonna sit there for 40, 50 some years? I'm working in the meat department. Packing meat the whole time, bro. Just to stack up my 401k, just not even, cause this nigga said $1 million. Just to have $100K in my bank account when I get done, when I retire. Just to be getting $1,000 every month from SSN. No, bro. No, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. No.
Do you make it fun?
I could make it
This shit not worth it.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous. I'm not gonna lie. But
You on his diesel.
He on his diesel.
right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No.
hear this.
Listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3
Okay.
p.m. Know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them.
Nigga, what?
No. Let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up. I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot of comments. Now, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure that my yeah.
He's got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So
Yeah.
you know.
This, you know what I'm saying?
See him.
I gotta make sure I'm freshly saving. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, save that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool.
Silky
Right?
got fat.
Now I have to game Marvel Rivals for probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro.
No
I
energy.
can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we could just scrub
Guess
something
what?
around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m., I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream. My mind is
Do you know what's crazy?
My mind is-
9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work
He
today.
already did
I did my work today.
He took the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but no.
Hey, how about you? You want to play me one-on-one? Let's go.
Do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
Kill
No, I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means-
is that racist?
Wow.
Get this racist out of here. He
Play
has
it.
no social
All right,
cues.
all right.
Oh, you're back?
Babe, I want to just say to you,
Rhonda.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
want to say.
All right.
You say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said,
I'm an
you
introvert.
said,
I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
and that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
Nah, you have saved some people. The people still have saved some people's lives.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look great. You look
That's
great.
right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
Ah, he said it right. All right, at that point, it's time to go now. It's time to go now. He said it right now.
I think streaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because
Right.
I chose streaming.
So my question.
No, I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again. My question. If you think it's so much harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love
Right.
it. You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Yeah.
Make sacrifice, and
So
that's
you-
what you have to
so
do.
you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human
if I was
touch
flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person, maybe one,
But
2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point.
Mm.
Back to my point.
But why are you caring what anybody says?
Was that your choice?
But that's not the point, though. The point
No,
is
that's my point. That's my point.
streaming is harder
Was
than 9 to 5.
that
That's the point.
you gave up your girlfriend for streaming? Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag. He ran up a bag.
Man, chase that, man. It's money before the hoes, bro. I'm telling you.
I did it for a bag. But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick
something that I
future
love?
Something that I'm passionate about and motion. I pick motion.
Costa.
Lala Costa?
Yes.
Amazing name.
Thank you. I'm an attorney.
She makes a percent off people's fuck ups. I like that.
If
know
you
what I
had an
mean?
opportunity to get a 9 to 5 that you could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes,
Because why?
because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? What? Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of. I
You
started.
feel stuck.
I feel stuck. Yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it? Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
All the time.
it's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to.
That TV
have to-
show can't. It's done. What happened to all those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
go to-
stopped watching?
Well, no, I'm saying if thousands
Baby,
of
stop.
thousands of you
Honey.
stopped watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
Yeah.
millions of people. You guys know what Cartoon Network is?
If your
It's
father would
gone.
stop, would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've worked since I was at the age of 14. I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney is way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
Absolutely, your job is just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There's so many people
I was
like you out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck. I was-
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
No, but
So many.
no. But
It does come with a little luck,
I'm not
but
posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait,
Okay.
can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual the
So you were
gaming.
sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life while you were gaming? You're like, oh, let's put a
I was
camera.
16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
You weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life, like what should I study, what should I like, where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's
because-
just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
Yeah, no.
That's what we do too. We go to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think people who don't have a job, they feel they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a
because it's luck because not every single body is famous from doing streaming. Not every single body is famous from doing gaming content. Not every single body is famous as being an influencer. You got millions of people trying to be famous influencers, streamers, big gaming people. Not everybody is famous. That's why it's 1 in a million people that become famous doing streamers and shit like that. But 9 to 5 workers, you can't get lucky with that shit. You go you go for that application, bam, boom, bop, you get hired easily, okay? But like 9 times 10, you might not get hired. You may 9 times 10, you go get hired. But I mean, come on, cuz, easily.
million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he
talent?
the best?
I got four. I got
No,
fourth
no,
last
but
year. No. Let me give my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
So
you're
that's not luck. That's
like
pure
less than
that's pure
1%.
skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky? Are they lucky?
I mean,
no,
they have a talent. They have
They
a
were-
talent.
they had a
but
team.
as-
So what
you
do
know
you
how
do?
many talented people out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I don't want to take up his
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said.
You
No.
just said
What he did to
I
get
said
to where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
Or people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA.
But I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength of me. There was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was just you dead ass?
Yo, you being serious?
Why you laughing?
I can't Why they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking, if that's luck,
where's the luck at in that equation?
Again.
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
God bless.
off of specific pure talent. And I worked on that since I was 16.
Again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you.
Yeah.
Just talk in general. And there's so many people that are very talented never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people. So there are so many even talented actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it.
Right.
It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, you know what, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
It's a freaking video game.
It's a talent.
Permission to dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly. That's
Shit.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and do what I do.
You couldn't do it.
That's a skill.
I could. Well, shit, it is a skill to do what you do though. But hey, I still could though, cause I am that nigga at Call of Duty
Your
though.
son couldn't do it. Your grandkids couldn't do it.
Some people
Your
can't.
son's grandkids could never do it. They could never do it.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many hours a day did you spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7. I go to home, come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect here, because to you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe. We're good enough at it, and we create.
Do you not think if you're talented at something, it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not. Like,
You don't think you
What? Hold on. Okay, now it's getting out of crazy because that is.
Ooh, that's it's just, I can't argue that because
Y'all could never
gotta
play
keep it a-
FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep
shit.
it a buck. There's a disconnect.
Same
You come
shit.
from a generation where this didn't exist. This career, you looked at this career and you laughed. Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grew up, this didn't exist. So no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around it.
Oh.
and it's fun. But it's like
And
again,
that's
it's
okay.
Oh, you gotta
That's
fight
fine.
back.
That's
You gotta
okay.
fight back. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice meeting you.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice to meet
This
What's
you.
up?
past-
My name's Ronnie.
You were talking about job security.
That shit.
Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like taking
We
it back
fall
to.
off.
That's being what? What does that even mean?
You lose everything. Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way
reinvent.
you can do if you get laid off. You get a
Yeah,
new
that's
job.
it's kind
okay.
of it's not the same concept. Like
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know,
And then-
but if you lose a job, you can't.
just get another
No,
one?
you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every day, give the same spiel, have to give that smile of walking through my
I uploaded
resume.
videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And did
It's
you
just-
wait?
it's-
You
it's-
uploaded 7 videos and,
And,
didn't get any views
went to school, and still.
and paid rent.
Yes, I still worked. I worked.
Oh, so that
Right.
you had another job.
As a parking attendant, yes.
Okay, and was that harder
Then what?
than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good at
Wait,
your
he's
job.
waiting for.
When cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well, that's
I'm not security.
that's
I just
a
go.
one
I go like this. I
9
go
to
like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with, my
Ooh,
sorry,
But people
my
play.
nephew.
Millions play video games.
Millions
but there are
do play.
people who are genuine.
Grammarly doesn't just improve the style of your writing, it also improves your substance. As you write, Grammarly keeps
Genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this
You'd be
flip.
surprised. I mean, there's people out there who are genuinely
That they have their opposable
the
thumbs
most
like
gifted-
so good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso. Yeah, that's like.
It's so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament
You
and
could
win
never.
it.
You couldn't.
And win
You
it.
couldn't. You couldn't.
Perhaps.
You couldn't. You couldn't. You couldn't.
You wouldn't
You
even
couldn't.
qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even find your
qualify?
OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it,
I know,
but
So like,
What-
but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing.
I'm
Like,
not
oh,
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill. It's not a talent.
I
Like,
said it's a skill. I didn't say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
But
you
how
can
do you
hone and
how do you
can
know
master.
if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I've
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
Not a professional level though.
No, not a professional level because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, so but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how
Exactly.
can you dismiss it and say it's yours is harder?
What
How
does
do you
it-
know?
what does it take to be on that
Because
level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah. What
so
does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
Tens of thousands of hours of.
Yes. You gotta play that shit all
I'm
day.
just talking about pure
Innovate and
skill. As far as like the
reinvent
videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had to put tens of thousands of hours
Could you get a
into my
refresh second
studies.
zone tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players? You
I
couldn't.
can also put. I can circle back and give
Do you know how to
different
short
terms
launch pad?
from
When
my
you're trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know
I
how to
don't know
short?
what- No,
launch
I
pad?
don't. But if I
Exactly,
want,
you couldn't. But Excel sheet, you can do Excel sheet.
no, but exactly. I
They're
can
just
throw-
talking. They're just talking game.
These
and
refreshes
As a
don't come to
babysitter,
you.
I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us four
Put on
took 3 days, you don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
And but let me give you. If I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
if I wanted to, I would.
So let's give you, so let's pay for
I ain't gonna lie, it's not hard to be good at a game, bro, because all it takes is just time and effort to play that game a lot,
Whatever
and you
it
become
is.
good at
Hey,
it.
Give you 3 days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how a job works.
happened?
You pay me, I'll get the job done.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work and you got to be on 24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era.
So
And technology is totally different now, because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with chalk. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are. But it's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was harder. And that's what I think.
My mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.